YouTube, what's going on? It's your dude Skeety back at it again with a brand new video. I'm going to show you guys my entire collection. Well, I guess I sort of have already, but I want to get into it a little bit more. And I'm not wearing a shirt because this took forever to unpack. And I'm sweating. And I'm going to show you my nipples later. But before we get into that, I want to tell you guys a little bit about something called Otis. Alright? You guys might have heard this already. Otis is a brand new app for sneakerheads, for comic book collectors. Maybe you like art, but the point of it is that you get to invest. And these investments are as little as $25. Now the whole goal is to democratize. We want all equal access. We're not communists here. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of these pieces are very rare. Have you ever struck out on a release? I have. And maybe you're someone who wants to understand and invest in something that's more than a stock. You want to invest in cultural pieces, things that you enjoy. The great thing about the app is that these pieces are going to be as little as $25 and they do big drops. They have 10 big drops coming. I'm going to show you guys 3 of them that I'm stoked about. We got cars coming out. We got the Nike Air Mags. We got Supreme skateboards. Tons and tons of other stuff. I mean, we got watches. We got a Rolex Daytona. Download the app. I got the link in the description box down below. And there's going to be drops for as little as $25. This is no BS, man. This is the real deal, Holyfield. So definitely check it out because we launch today. And there's gonna be some hot drops that you can get your hands on. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna be checking it out tonight. All right, so let's get into the actual video. I'm gonna start with some of the, just some of the kicks. I guess you can call them beaters. Things that I just have on my kind of door area. You know, before I start, actually, let me open this up. I got kicks kind of everywhere. I got all sorts of stuff. Stuff that I didn't even really know. Never worn those. I got Pumas in there. I got all sorts of stuff. And this isn't everything. I got a lot of shoes back in my parents' place. But these are just some of the kicks I like to wear. I mean, let's start with something, you know, I got 2 pairs of these. I rock these all the time. Just a great shoe to throw on. Slides, some Converse highs. I got some Vans slips. These Asics here that my boy Julian hooked me up with. Great shoe. Some Reeboks I threw in a fire when we went camping, but they're still awesome. I wear these for ball, outdoor ball. It's a Hyperdunk from 2010. Still amazing, love the Zoom pods in there. Some Ultra Boosts. Whenever I go running, I actually run on a treadmill with these. A lot of people don't recommend it. I do it. And this is a, you know what, I don't even know what these are. But everyone needs to have their little beater kind of area. Just shoes you can just throw on, beat up, clean up, whatever. So let's get into some of the actual stuff. I mean, I'm gonna start with some of the kicks that I just personally really enjoy. These right here, the He Got Game 13s. Yeah, these are the I believe there's a 2013 or 2012 pair. Still in really good condition. The reason for that is that they're a little small on me, size 10.5. I still have them. I'm gonna show you guys the other pair. Have the new retro out too, but barely worn. The leather quality on here, I don't know if you can even see it, is nuts. You got the hologram, still not foggy. Everything just looks great. The leather's great. I mean, this is back when like Jordan used to make really great retros and the quality was there. These are called the DT Air Max 96 Deion Sanders. Never worn, still dead stock. Bought these for $30 at the Nike outlet in Buffalo. Great shoe. Foam posits, people say foam posits are dead. Nobody wears foams. I still have a small collection of foams. Again, these are shoes that I have back home. I have 2 other pairs back home, but I kept these, and I got another pair I'm going to show you in a second. These are called I think they're called the Jet Force. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they kind of have that like army camo. I think it was inspired by a fighter jet. They're called the fighter jet foams. I'm sorry. And just a great shoe. If you want a good winter shoe, a winter boot almost, I highly recommend foams. You still want to wear sneakers. You want them to be kind of waterproof, durable. This is the shoe to get. I've worn these. I want to say I've worn, like, these came out 7 years ago. I've probably worn these over 50 times. And they're still in amazing condition. Wore them through snow, sleet, rain, everything. Just wipe them off, good to go. This right here is called the Axel Arigato, or by Axel Arigato rather. It's the first kind of designer shoe I ever got. This is like a lambskin upper, really nice if you're just kind of doing like a little date night thing. Quality is there, super heavy. These go for like $300-400. I don't know. I haven't worn these that much because I actually prefer Chelsea boots, which I'm going to show you in a second. But yeah, if you can find the right fit, I'm still trying to figure out what's the right fit. But I don't know. What do you guys think of these? They're pretty nice. Quality is unreal. Let me see if I can just zoom in there. Yeah, it's just like a butter suede upper. It's pretty much exactly like something that you'd find out of like a Common Project shoe. These are special. People are gonna be like, what the hell are those? Basically, my father actually had these as a kid. This is my father's shoe as a kid. So I'm a little older now, so there's things that I keep that I could never get rid of, even if they're not wearable, because they just mean things to me. This shoe was my father's shoe when he was like a child, and I think he ran in these, I'm not sure, but they're called the Adidas Surf. You probably have never seen these or heard of these. These are from 1972, I believe. And obviously they kind of look like, there's a lot of other shoes now that Adidas has come out with that look very similar, but this is like the original kind of look. You have that, I mean, now it's not as buttery, but that was an all upper suede, just a very, very, very simple shoe. Leather around the heel. It's still in very good condition. I have to keep these. I think, like, someone told me when I first showed these on my channel like years ago that I could send these to like an Adidas museum or something. Whoever that was, if you still think that's a thing, I would love to like show them this shoe, because it is fairly rare to get your hands on. But for now, definitely keep it in my collection. Don't think I could ever get rid of this. These right here are the Space Jams. Never wore these, and the reason is I have my my pair of 2009 Space Jams that I still wear. I have 2 pairs of those. Unfortunately, I don't have them here. They are back home at my parents' place. I don't live in a very big place. My condo isn't that big, so like there's things that I can keep here and other things that I can't. These I've never worn. I haven't worn them yet. I always tell myself I'm gonna rock these like in the summer or whatever, and I don't know. I haven't found the right opportunity to wear them yet. 11s, I think. You know, you guys already heard the Bread 11s coming out. Like, that's the holy trinity. I got these. I'm gonna show you guys the other pair of OGs, and then I got the Breads. Hopefully this December. Just you cannot go wrong with this shoe. Such a classic. This is a collaboration Converse did, and I can't for the life of me right now remember who. I did a little research right before I did the video, and I still can't find out what this is. So if anyone can identify the collaborator, years ago, like I forgot I even had these. I just pulled them up out of a box. And I got like other random shoes here. I'm just not gonna show you. They're just random shoes. But these I had in a big pile, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I've never worn these. I don't really know what these are. I know it was a collaboration. It might have been with Huff. I'm not entirely sure, but again, a shoe that you just don't see. Great embroidery on the upper. I haven't worn these, even though I really like them. I put them on foot. I've walked around, and I'm like, I can't find the right outfit. They're very loud. They're for a very specific style or taste. So if you guys can help me out with what these are, let me know. These are the Jordan 4 Cavs. These came out in 2012. Dead stock, just worn maybe a couple times. No, not dead stock. These have been tried on. But a shoe that, like, out of all the shoes that I have here, I don't see anyone wearing these. I haven't seen anyone wear these in years. Like, literal years. And I still have them because they are too small. This is a size 10.5 or 10, I can't remember, and I wear an 11, 11.5. Why I have this size? There was a point in my life where I thought I was a 10.5, just because like my legs are fairly skinny and like I'm not that tall, but my feet are 11, 11.5, and it just looked kind of like clown shoes a little bit. So to me, I never really felt comfortable, and I always wanted to get a size down. And the fact is, they don't fit. They just hurt. My toes are like scrunched at the ends. It looks proportionate with my body, but it just doesn't work. So that's it. Cav 4s. These right here are called the Playoff 13s. You guys might have seen these for new sneakerheads. Maybe you haven't. This shoe came out in 2010. Again, I love 13s. I was always a 13 guy. It was one of the first shoes that, a lot of people think they're ugly, but it's one of the first shoes that I ever really remember as a child, because the upper reminded me of this couch that my grandmother had, and I remember seeing them when I was back like in middle school, and the older kids would be wearing these and like playing ball in them. And back then I didn't know anything about ball. I wasn't an athlete. I couldn't do any of that for my life. And then when I grew up and I got a little older and I made a little bit of money, I was like, I'm gonna get my hands on these one day. And then I got these, and then of course like the He Got Games, and then a couple other pairs like the Flints and that kind of thing. And I just like that like original, just the stuff I remember as a kid. It's very, very important to me to like acquire those things. So these never wore actually, because again, they're a little small on me, but still a shoe one day I'm gonna rock. I just like looking at it. So super dope shoe, playoff 13s. All right, I want to move right here. Whoa, these are the Seahawk Griffies. You don't see many people rocking Griffies. To me, you need to honor some of the greatest athletes ever. Of course, Michael Jordan. You know, of course, some of the new signature players that Nike has that are absolutely incredible ball players. But we can't forget, you know, if you're a young boy coming up and you don't quite know, Deion Sanders, he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. Like this shoe. Plus, look how crazy that shoe pops. Like I forgot how amazing this shoe is. That's a really cool shoe. You're not gonna see anyone wearing these. Griffies, again, anytime I see someone wear Griffies, I'm like, I almost like respect them or like give them that little head nod more than almost any other shoe here. Like if I see someone rocking these or these, I'm like, okay, you know. Like you actually know what's going on. Anyone can jump on the hype train. Anyone can get a pair of Off-Whites and just start rocking them. And it's like, no disrespect to that. I think that's awesome. I think those are really nice shoes too. But to me, sometimes it comes down to that stuff that shows me that you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about and you've actually been in this for a while, because I don't think they've sold Griffies for years. Like, I don't think you can go out to a store and buy Griffies anywhere. These are from at least six years ago or so. Seahawks colorway, I'm not really, like, I'm not a Seahawks fan. I'm not a Seahawks fan either. Like, I just think the colorway's dope. Lime green with the navy hits. This right here, I mean, if you watch ball, you a Michael Jordan fan or whatever, like this is the shoe. Playoff 8. Not a huge 8s fan. This actually isn't my favorite colorway, the 8s. A lot of the OGs or people that have been collected for a while are gonna be like, what? This is the best colorway ever. I mean, to be honest, of the 8 at least, it's really flashy and cool. Like the inside, like amazing. I love the booty, like inside. So this is called the booty, and it just like locks your foot in, and then you can play ball in these or whatever. Personally, I would never ball in like a retro, but this shoe, yeah, it's been in the box for a while, so it's a little messed up. But this is a classic colorway, an OG colorway. I don't know. It doesn't get that much wear, to be honest, but one that I could like never get rid of. This shoe is interesting. It's a Converse. It's a Converse high. It's all leather, grain upper. Very lightweight. Someone's gonna be able to identify what these are. I completely forget. I could just check the box, but I'm not going to. Why do I have these and why have I never worn them? Well, this is one of the first shoes that Converse ever like seeded me. They ever gave me. If you've been watching the channel for a while, I know that like I haven't done YouTube. There's reasons why I can't really do YouTube like I did. You know, just reasons. You can watch my other videos to explain why. But basically, like, this is one of the first shoes they seeded me, and this is very important to me because it just reminds me of like my journey now and where I'm at now and where I started. Like, I literally just like, you know, just like you or just like anyone watching, like you could just start a YouTube channel and stuff can happen, or you could start a business, and you just got to remember those initial pillars. And this is one of those pillars for me. This meant a lot. This meant more than just a shoe. This meant like a lot to me. So I always keep the shoe, even if I never wear it. I'm just gonna hang on to it. It's just a reminder. Okay, so this right here is the Aqua 8. The Aquas are my favorite colorway, actually. So I like these better than the Playoff 8s. I've worn these many times. I guess I just cleaned them. Yeah, you can see some dirt there. I wear these quite often. The thing I don't like about 8s too much is that they crease a lot. And you can kind of tell right there. And a lot of people, when these came out, like didn't like them. They didn't think this was accurate to the OG. And the interesting thing is, this is accurate to the OG. It's actually closer to the OG than like the 2013 pair. I think this was like a 2016 or 2015 pair. And people didn't like it because they thought, oh, there's sparkles. Why is it like two-toned? Why is it gray and black? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I'm not like, I wasn't like wearing Jordans when Jordan was like playing in the 80s and 90s. Like I wasn't like that. I'm a little younger, but like this is closer to the OG pair than what people claim to be an all black. I could be wrong, but like I've always thought that so either way, the Aqua 8, just like a colorway that is just different. Like the purple pops. I don't love the color purple that much, but it's just enough to make it go crazy. And then the tongue is wild too. You got the teal, you got the purple, you got the black. This shoe pops. This shoe I actually get a lot of compliments with, even though it's not necessarily heat. When these first came out, these sat on shelves. These went on clearance. I picked them up immediately. First day they came out. Such a nice shoe in my opinion. Okay, if you know what these are, then say no more. I mean, you're a real one if you know. This is the Wind Chill. This is the capsule collaboration with New Balance. Some people can say this is the first Canadian sneaker. This is before the Air Max 6. This is before the Jordan 4 Raptor. Like, this is like, if you have this, to me, this is like the original. Like, when people were first getting on the Canadian like sneakerhead wave, like, this is it. There's probably other ones before me that like I'm just unaware of. I know there's an Air Force One with like a Canadian flag on it and stuff like that. But like, this one to me is like screams Canadian. It's more than just a Canadian flag. You got the Canadian tuxedo, like denim, right, on the top, and then you have the maple syrup bottom. And I just thought, like, if you can go back, there might be an ad on YouTube, but I remember seeing the ad, and it was like this super Canadian little like advertisement I think Castle put online or something, and I just thought it was really cool. And I don't have too many New Balance shoes. I'm not like the biggest New Balance guy, but like this shoe to me, this shoe is wicked, man. This shoe is like, this is so cool. It's so different. You're not gonna see like an all denim with like this maple syrup sole. You're not gonna see people rocking this. So whenever I wear this, like, people that know are gonna be like, okay, cool. So yeah, I like these a lot. Okay, and this is gonna be a bit of a throwback for everybody, but everyone remember that company, Creative Recreation? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't think they really exist anymore. But this shoe I picked up for $30. Now, this is when I first started getting into sneakers. I think it was like 2000. I first started getting into around 2005. I think these came out in like 2008. So they're literally like 10 years old. And when I was like, I had like 10 to 15 pairs of sneakers at that point. And the collection's gone up and gone down, and like there's kicks I beat up that I've donated, and then kicks I gave away and whatever and traded and all that. So like, these I've kept because I used to wear these for dates all the time. This was like my date shoe. And you might think like these are super ugly or whatever. I still think they're a good looking, just leather shoe. I'm not making them look the sexiest with that tongue out, but basically you strap it all in and it just looks like a boot. Really good quality leather, and I was just surprised. Like, this is one of the first shoes I remember being like, this is a good quality sneaker. Like, this is like that perfect mix between like a designer-esque shoe, not gonna break the bank, but just looks good. So let me know what you guys think. I'm curious. Let me know down below what you guys think of this one. All right, these right here, super interesting shoe. These are called the KD. What the KD, actually. Never worn. I initially bought these because I wanted to ball in them, and a lot of people would be like, oh, you don't wear your shoes. Well, I've had these for like over 5 years, maybe 6 years, and they're not like worth really anything, but they're a super funky, crazy shoe. Both shoes are different, and basically the What the theme, I mean, I'm sure you're all aware, but if you're not, they basically take pieces of the shoe that were in past models, and they kind of just like mash them up all together. So to me, I was like, I like this. I was a big Kevin Durant fan, like before, less so now. I still like really like him, but it's a little different. But this was like, he was like just coming up, right? And this is probably his like 4th shoe or something. So he was very well established at that point. And I'm like, I like this shoe. I want to ball in it. I want to be like him. And I never ended up balling in it because I was like, this is a little loud for me for the court. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe I should just wear them right now. But to me, this is a crazy shoe. 2 different outsoles. Each shoe is different. If you want to break necks, like, this is one that people are just gonna look at and be like, what is that? Why is there, you know, zebra print there, and like there's like this like weird like kind of like emerald gem swoosh here and all that. It'll definitely get people talking a little bit if that's your goal. All right, here's a shoe that is probably older than most people watching. This is the original Reebok Pump from 1989. This shoe is dead stock condition. Obviously yellowing, glue stains that are like causing the shoe to kind of fall apart, but not really yet. Like, it's still very much intact, but if you were to start wearing this, I have no doubt that it would probably fall apart. The shoe itself is in good condition, just general wear, just from being stored, probably improperly. I had this like in a box for a while, but it wasn't, it started oxidizing, so then you started getting that like yellowing. But this is like, if you know anything about the original Reeboks, like this is it. Like, you have like the pump activation on the tongue, which would lock down your foot, so then when you're playing, you're totally locked down, and then you have like the release valve on the back. The technology to me when these dropped in 1989 is almost far greater than a lot of shoes that I see now going for ridiculous amounts. And not to say that you need this kind of tech in a ball shoe necessarily, because there's some amazing basketball shoes out now that we would have never had back then. But to think that they could have made this with the valves and the air and like just the lockdown, it's really impressive to me. And to me, it shows me that this is just a staple of where sneakers have gone now. That's why I keep this shoe, because to me it's a real benchmark in like where sneakers have become now. And this is one of the first shoes that really made that statement. Nothing too crazy here. These are called the Jordan 3 Pure Money. These came out a couple years ago. Just an all-white shoe. I got these because they were on sale, and it's just a good shoe for summer. I haven't worn these yet because I'll be really honest with you, I don't like ice soles that much. I don't know what it is. Like when you have it on foot, I don't want to see that part. I just wish they kept it just clear. I'm sure like when you wear it and wear it, it'll like yellow and turn white and all that stuff. But the shoe itself, like if you rock this in the summer, which I have every intention of wearing this summer, I just have other shoes that I've just been wearing instead, but this is just a clean shoe. Pure Money 3s, or Pure Money 3s, yeah. All right, this is gonna be a little hard to navigate, so I'm just gonna get my little toesy woesies in there and just go, oh, my bad. Just gonna go like this, push these back a little bit, just so I can start accessing what we have back here. Let's start here. Whoa, I'm getting so old, man. Oh wow, my knees. Here we go. Oregon Ducks. Okay, if you're a big Oregon Ducks fan, like this is probably a shoe you already have. If you don't, you can pick these up super cheap. It's a pair of Air Max 180s. I like this shoe a lot. Or yeah, Max 180s. I don't even know my own shoes. This is a Diamond Turf. I'm sorry. Oops. Okay, so Oregon colors, obviously. You got the quack, yellow, green. You got the O on the heel. I mean, anyone that's a Ducks fan, I think if you live in Oregon, this is like the shoe for you. Why I like Oregon? I mean, really, I have no affiliation or interest in the teams there necessarily, just because I just was like, growing up, you're like, oh, Nike's there and all that, and this is like kind of like a cool little shoe to commemorate that. I picked these up real cheap. I think I picked these up for like 60 bucks. And I think you can get them now for like 100 bucks or something. So if you're a big fan, you don't know what these are, kind of a sleeper shoe, and definitely pops. Alright, so this is what I was talking to you guys about before with the Space Jams over there. To me, like some people say like, oh, you need the cool grays as well. I personally, I don't like the cool grays that much. A lot of people might get upset by that comment, but I like this shoe a lot. Concord, this is one of the first shoes, like when I first got into shoes, the 11s were some of the first shoes I ever got interested in. I thought they looked so good, like with jeans and like black chinos or like khakis or shorts. Like this shoe always looked so good. So I had the 2009, destroyed those. I didn't destroy them actually, sorry. I destroyed one pair and then I got another pair for way under retail. And then I gave those for the same price I paid to a friend who I think still rocks them now. And then I picked these up, which is the most recent retro that came out this past year. And like, great shoe. Worn them only once, just a little dirty. And it's a shoe that's just, it's a classic. It's quite honestly a classic. 45 on the back, I don't mind. 45, 23, doesn't matter to me. The shoe itself, so nice. Goes with everything. That patent leather. I love the shoe a lot. Doesn't have to be hype, guys. Doesn't have to be hype just for you to wear it or like it. This was a bit of an impulse buy. If you see my other videos, you probably already seen this shoe. The Phantom Jordan 1. Be honest with you, I don't really like this shoe too much. I just don't. It just kind of falls flat to me. It's kind of like an all cream. Like you guys remember the Sail Jordan 1s? It's very similar to that. Not as good quality though, actually. And it's a sail and red. It would have been nicer to me if it was just a white and red, but that would have looked too similar to the metallic ones. I don't know, they could have done something more with this in my opinion. Still picked it up obviously, so I guess that worked, but haven't worn it, and like really, the more I look at it, the less I like it. I don't know, it just doesn't speak to me personally. Like my style it's not really a shoe for me, but a lot of people like it. Phantom Jordan 1 High. So this is an interesting shoe. I don't even know if this has a name, but this is just a Air Force One high. I picked these up for 40 bucks. And was it an impulse buy? Maybe. But I thought it was just like super unique. Like it's got this weird kind of like acid wash all the way around, and like this really weird, like this kind of pink cream color, and then all black. And I was gonna swap out the laces. My whole intention was swap out the laces and make them the same color as this. I just can't find the same lace, so I haven't worn them yet. And I'm gonna probably wear them in the fall regardless, because I've tried them on so many times and walked around. I'm like, this is fresh. These are super cool, super low key. Wear these with a all black outfit, and then you just got a couple color pops. Super nice in my opinion, but yeah, 40 bucks, a steal in my opinion. All right, this is my second pair of the He Got Games. Now this is the newest retro. I got the old ones here. New retro, haven't worn these yet. Again, like I told you guys before, not much to say. Big Jordan 13 fan. Dead stop. These right here, I mean, this is kind of like that grown man thing. Like, you know, when you get a little older and you're my age, things change, styles change. I have shoes that I bought back in the day that I loved, and now it's like I wouldn't wear those anymore because they don't fit my style and like my aesthetic. This is a pair of Common Projects. If you know anything about this, you got the crepe sole, and then you got like an all butter suede upper. Really good shoe. Good boot, I guess. I wear this so much. I've worn these in bars. I've worn these on dates. I've worn these to shows. I've worn these everywhere. And as you can see, the only bad thing is that the dirt, if you do buy these, the dirt, as it gets dirtier and dirtier, it soaks in and it will creep up. I've seen some that whole crepe sole is black in the back just because it just gets dirty, and it's not really possible to clean these on the bottoms. And I had like, honestly, I had like cranberry juice stains from like drinks and bars all over the upper. Cleaned them up just because the quality of the material is so good, and you get the right cleaning supplies, you can fix anything. So that's it. Common Projects Chelsea boots. Alright, I'm not even going to show you these. They're just another pair of Chelsea boots. Picked these up at Aldo. Not really too sure why they're in there. Oh, I got a pair of Tims in there. I'm not going to show you those either. Again, some people might make fun of me, but I like this kind of style. I like this boot. I like this a lot. These cost me like 20 bucks. Honestly. Like, just a beater pair. Got some Ultra Boosts in there. Sorry, too lazy to take them out. Right here, these are the Burgundy 5s. If you know anything about this shoe, good for you. 2005, crazy year for Jordan 5s. You had green beans, you had burgundy 5s, and you had one other that I cannot remember right now. What was it? I can't remember. You guys can correct me in the comments. 3M tongue. These haven't been retroed since. Obviously kind of beat up. I suspect they're going to retro these at some point, maybe in the next 5 years or so. There's fewer and fewer pairs of these around. It's just a great shoe. You don't see this often. I love wearing that kind of stuff. This is an awesome shoe. Anyone that likes 5s knows what's up. All right, let's get into some of this stuff that like you don't see often. You know, everyone can show you the off-whites, and to be honest, that's what I'm going to show you soon. But like, show me some other YouTubers that can show you this kind of stuff. It's a pair of Jordan 17 Wizards from 2002. And if you guys don't know, this shoe came in their dead stock. You have the shrouds. These are called shrouds. They go on top of the shoe. You can lock in, hide your laces. This is more of a performance shoe. Of course, all the retros at some point were performance shoes, but like these, to me, the 17s were like the most performance looking shoe of the line so far in the line. And I've heard that these are a great shoe to ball in. This, again, was during that era where I thought I was a size 10.5. So they're a 10.5. I wish they could fit. I would wear these normally. Maybe I'd wear these to ball. You got a yellowing. It's all kind of yellowing. There should be a sticker here. That got peeled off. I've just kept these in the briefcase. And for you guys that are curious about what this is, it's a CD-ROM. Sealed. I don't even know what's on it. I think they put like some videos of Jordan on it and stuff like that. And just like about the tech of the shoe. But they included a CD-ROM in the actual briefcase. How cool is that? And then you have like this cover, and then that's it. People resell these briefcases alone, just the briefcase, which is crazy. And I am not going to, but Not many people have this in this condition. So if you do, or if you got these, or you had these, or whatever, we'll be very, very curious and interested to talk to you. Of course, you can always hit me up on my Instagram. I'll leave that in the description down below. All right, let's move a little bit closer to the front. I'm still gotta get through all these. Whoa. These right here are a pair of Converse CDG. Everyone has the Converse CDG. I feel like that's just like now, especially because they're everywhere. I was talking with a friend today, and like he's got a pair of the ones just with the half heart, and they're a lot of people have them now because they really start pumping them out, and it's a great shoe. I love that half heart, and one day I want to get those. And they're very inexpensive, but this shoe is different. I picked this one up on purpose because I didn't see anyone wearing these, and I still barely see anyone wearing these. Just a different shoe you don't see every day. You don't have to be like everybody else. You got the cream, and then you got a white lace that pops. Do I wish it was all white? Sure. Do I think they kind of messed that up? Yeah, I do. But I do like this shoe a lot. It's just different, man. Very cool, and I love the brand. These right here, the Toro 14s. My bad, Toro 4s. It's really late. Toro 4s, super clean shoe. I have my own little Dubrays in the front, little Chicago Bull, Jumpman on the back. Nice shoe, definitely pops. Keeping up with the 4s, we got the OG Jordan 4. Another clean shoe. Not a huge 4s guy, but I do like this shoe. I like the original colorways the best. Yeah, I guess besides the Toros, but I'll show you guys the breads in a second. I picked those up. Also a great shoe. Here's something you don't see every day. These are the Bape Puma collab. It's called Disc Blaze for people that don't know already. Shoe super cool in my opinion. When I saw these, I mean, there's a lot of other like Bape collabs that are a little more harder to get because I think people just like them more, so it drives the price up. This shoe, it wasn't crazy sought after. In fact, it's only started going up in price now, and this shoe isn't that new. I've worn these many times. I bought these for $200, so I think it was just slightly under retail. Some guy in Toronto, big shout out to you. I'm not sure, you used to watch the videos a while back, so if you're still watching, thank you. I wear these a lot. I like the Disc Blaze. This is one of the first shoes that Puma put out that I liked. The Disc Blaze was one of the first shoes that I ever had as a Puma shoe. It's the technology that I really appreciate. I guess I nerd out about that kind of stuff when there's like cool different technology. This has a you twist the top and then it locks down your foot, so you can get that perfect fit every time. Cool shoe. I don't really need to go through these too much. I got a pair of cream Yeezys. The only other Yeezy I have is the Zebra, which unfortunately is not here with me now, but yeah, I like just those two. I like the original colorways too, the turtle doves and all that, but I don't have those. Right here, to me, this is the best Vapor Max colorway, the OG Platinum. When I first saw this shoe, when it first came out, I was blown away. A lot of people now, like, I don't know if Vapor Max is as popular anymore. I still like the Vapor Max a lot. It's comfortable to me. It looks so different. Everything that's just different, I end up gravitating towards, and I can just tell, like, when I see a shoe that's totally different, I'm like, that shoe's gonna be a hit. Like, that shoe's so different, it's gonna be something. And when these came out, obviously the hype was crazy. These sold out. You couldn't find these anywhere. I remember I had to hit these on a restock. I was about to pay resale for these. I still wear these today. Not too many people rock with the Vapor Max as much as they did. Shoes obviously been out on the market for a few years now, but the one shoe I really want is the Off-White Vapor Max. So anyone's got that good price, size 11, 11.5, let me know. Silver Bullet 97. I'm not a huge Air Max guy. That might shock some people, but I'm just really not. I never really grew up with it. I grew up with Jordans. I grew up with Nike SB. I beat my Jordans. I beat my Nike SB. And that's just the end of it. When it came to Air Max, I never really gravitated towards it besides this model, the 97. It was different. It looks weird. People think it looks ugly. I also agree with them. I think it does look kind of ugly. It's just like so different. This is a 3M. Pops. You hit it with flash, boom. So I like this shoe a lot. One of those classic colorways that like you can't really pass down. When I got these, I've worn these to death. Like, they're yellow, there's dirt, there's paint coming off it. I need to restore these if I can, but I just wear them the way they are. I like them a lot. They fit small though. This is a size 11. They feel like a 10 in my opinion. So I gotta take the insole out and wear thin socks. But that's it, 97 silver bullets. Alright guys, we're not done, but we're getting close. I'm gonna start in the front. I'll move my way back. Right here, pair of Chicago Jordan 1s, OG 2015. Man, I had to pay resale for these. I wanted these so bad. I wanted these for years after they dropped in 2015. Like, years. Like, I guess it would have only been 3 years or 4 years, because I picked these up recently. But, like, jeez, man. Like, if there's one shoe you can just wear all the time, this is it. When I first got these, I wore these to death, and I still do, and they still look good. There's, like, some, like, yellowing and crap on the sole and even dirt. But, like, talk about a shoe that you can wear with anything. Amazing. Gotta complete the OG colorways, Jordan 1s. Who doesn't like Jordan 1s? This is the Royal one. A lot of people have it. Great shoe. Another OG colorway. This is the Jordan 1 Shadow. Little disappointed with my particular pair because the quality on mine differed a lot from other people that picked these up. If you can see, that's not tumbled at all. And I saw people with tumbled pairs. It should look like that swoosh. My swoosh was tumbled, but the rest of the shoe wasn't. So when I wear these crease ridiculous, and I don't mind creasing, but the creasing is real on this shoe. And I have these stuffed right now. Like, the creasing makes the shoe look, this particular shoe look not very good in my opinion, but the colorway just, it hits, and it can go with pretty much anything. You guys saw my other pair at the door. This is my, like, almost better condition pair. I still wear them both pretty equally. I don't know why. I just picked up 2 pairs. I wanted one that I would have, like, super fresh, and then another one that would just be like a beater pair. So the one by the door was the fresh pair, and these were gonna be the beater pair. And then I wore the fresh pair out to an event, and the event happened to lead to alcohol and a bar, which led to those getting destroyed. And now this is my good pair. So I got 2. Alright, this is gonna be kind of tough to navigate at this point, but metallic navies, if you know, you know. One of the OG colorways. The metallics, just gonna say it, harder to complete than the original, you know, regular colorways with the color blocking. This shoe, the metallic navy, amazing. Really, 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 one of those sneaker regrets is just passing up on the metallic reds. Made a huge mistake. Could have got them on sale. Oh well, live and learn. And then over here, whoa, black toes, OG, laced up, worn a couple times, clean shoe. You gotta complete the OG set. Nasty, super nice, goes with everything. I don't have the bread toes. Pass on those. Could have got them for retail. Said no, don't need them. That was stupid. All right, let's get into this. Black cement, OG, super clean shoe. I don't have to say too much about this, man, honestly. If you don't have these, go get them. If you're just collecting 5, 10 sneakers, you need these in your collection. They don't go for that much. Goes well with everything. Beautiful shoe. Got lucky with these, the free throw Jordan 3s, free throw line on the outsole, that's why they call them that. But basically it's just a white cement 3, if I want to say it that way. Looked like a white cement 3, I really don't think there's any other difference. I think there's something behind the heel tab. Let's just take a look at it right now. Yeah, there's a shot clock. So when he hit that, when he came from the free throw line for that dunk, that's the shot clock that was up. So that's kind of cool, and it's just a really clean shoe. I haven't worn it yet. Kind of scared to be honest. It's so white. Right here, got a pair of the AHE Blazers. I ended up fucking these up before I even wore them. If you see the back, the Nike is not very defined versus this pair, which is very defined. And the reason for that is, well, I spilled a whole bunch of crap on them in the back, and it got really red and there was marks on it and stuff. So I hit it with Crep Protect or Jason Mark. It doesn't matter what the brand is. It wasn't the brand's fault, but I scrubbed the hell out of it. I just thought that was like gonna get it off, and then I realized I literally removed the Nike sign. Like, you can't even really tell. It really pissed me off. I can't even look at this right now without getting upset. So I'm upset right now, but it's fine. It's just shoes. Right here, this is the Nike SB High Tiffany. Love this shoe a lot. This is a great, great, great shoe. Worn these many times, cleaned up. I love SBs. I told you guys I grew up on an SB. Sadly, this is the only pair of SBs I have right now. I have like Crawfish, and I have a couple other pairs at my parents' place, but like, I wear these frequently. Super clean shoe, super nice. I love everything about it. It's just great. I don't know, I love the colors, I love everything. Fantastic shoe. Jumping over here, these are a pair of the Nike Air Force One Rockefeller. Quality of the leather is stupid on this thing. It's a high premium, it's a premium Air Force One. Butter upper. Like if you have a regular pair of Air Force Ones and then you get these in hand, night and day difference. In fact, I do have a regular pair that I've been wearing frequently. Show you guys the difference. Look at the upper. I don't even know what material this is. Is it plastic? I don't know. I swapped out the laces, put some leather laces in. It looks way nicer, way classier in my opinion. I rock these quite a bit. Great shoe. Just a basic. Everyone should have this. If you're just a sneakerhead getting into the game, get you a pair of these. Air Force One lows. White. Alright, let's jump into some heat here. Into the Travis Scott Jordan 1s. Yes, I'm going to be wearing them. I don't know when, but it's going to be this summer. Great. Like, what can I say? I think this is the best shoe of the year. And there's been a lot of great shoes this year. I love this shoe. A lot. And I know exactly how I'm going to wear them. Pink laces, 100%. Butter suede upper. Just a stupid shoe. It's crazy. Looks, to me, it looks so good. Like, people are very mixed opinion on it. I love Travis Scott. I think he's an amazing artist. I think what he's doing for sneaker culture and actually for streetwear culture is huge. He's killing it. I love this shoe. Wearing it, lacing it up. This summer, follow me on Instagram if you want to watch or see some of the fits I have with it. New Love Jordan 1 Mid. Interesting story about these. One of the first shoes that I got when I first started getting the sneakers. It was called the New Love Old Love pack. And these came with a pair of black toes. They were also mids. Back then, man, you could wear mids, you could wear highs. Nobody cared. Everyone just wanted fresh stuff. The whole game has changed. And it's kind of, I'm going to sound like an old snob, but it's changed for the worse, in my opinion. Everyone, you know, I like these shoes too. But everyone just wants to wear these shoes. They kind of turn their nose up when they see something like this. Oh, it's a Jordan 1 mid. Or, oh, it's not a hype color. Oh, it's not a collab. Like, why would I wear that? It's kind of sad. To me, it's like, if you just like the shoe, wear it, man. Who cares? Like, it looks fresh. Like, I can wear this. And to be honest, I feel way more fresh than wearing some other, like, crazy hype stuff that every single other guy has. Like, do you really want to walk in somewhere where everyone's wearing the same thing? I don't. I think this. I wear this shoe frequently, and people have dissed me for wearing this. They're like, oh, I don't know you. I didn't know you wear Jordan 1 mids. Yeah, I do, and I love this shoe. It's one of the first shoes I ever got, and I had to get it when it came back out. This right here is called the Common Project Achilles Low. You're gonna pay a pretty dollar for this shoe. Again, a shoe I haven't worn yet. Wearing it this summer for sure. High quality. Just picked it up too. That's why it's still dead stock. Great upper. This is a shoe I could probably have for like 5 years and wear a lot and still gonna look fresh. Just a great, like, kind of date night shoe. Very clean. Right here is a pair of Jordan 1 or Jordan 4, I'm sorry, Bread. OG Nike Air on the back. Super clean. Not much more to say here. This is a must cop for me, even though I'm not a huge Jordan 4 fan. I told you guys about my foam posits, my love for foam posits. You know, they're not hype now, but like, give it 5-10 years, everybody's gonna be wearing foams again. This is the one shoe I will never ever get rid of. It's breast cancer awareness shoe. I wear this every year, breast cancer awareness month. I love pink shoes. I think they're cool. That's why I'm gonna put the pink laces here. They just pop. They mean something. They mean something for people that have gone through something like that. And how can you hate on this, man? Great shoe. All right, here's a shoe that's absolutely skyrocketed in price. These are going for like $700 now or more in this size, which is wild. It's called the Atmos, the Safari Atmos Air Max 1. Love this shoe. I really want the animal print ones. I told you guys earlier I'm not an Air Max guy, but if I could just get these, I keep these, and I have my Safari or the animal print of the Air Max 1, I'm set. And I have my 97s, I'm good. That's all I need. Crazy shoe. Really cool. Worn these a bunch of times. Very nice. Alright, we're almost getting down to it. Carmine, Jordan 6. Great shoe, 2014, worn to death. Still looks fresh. Uppers are still clean. Can't go wrong with that color blocking, right? Like a white, red, carmine red, ice sole, very fresh. Here's my favorite, one of my favorite shoes of all time, actually. The Jordan 6. Black infrared, Nike Air on the back. They kept it almost true to that varsity, but not quite. That's fine. Looks like a pink. I don't really mind. Some people really got upset with that. I don't really care. This shoe, when I have the 2010s, I had the 2009s, I had the 2014s, which I still have. They're in a box over there. And I have these. And this is just like, this goes with every single outfit. I wear blue denim, black denim, shorts, anything. Great sexy shoe. The yin to the yang, this is the white infrared 6. Very clean, iced out white sole, outsole. 2014, got the Jumpman on the back. So these dropped right around the same time as those when they had the Jumpman on the back. Now they came out with the OG with the Nike Air on the back. Great. Again, people hated these when they first came out, 2014, because they thought this was too pink. I don't mind it. Like I said, I like pink, so cool shoe. All right, getting down to a couple shoes that I really like. Last two shoes, actually. This is one of my favorites in the collection, actually. I like them better than those. This is the UNC Jordan 1 off-white. Really super awesome shoe. Can't say much more. Love Jordan 1s, obviously. Who doesn't? And this shoe is like, they killed it with this shoe, man. They absolutely killed it. Butter suede. Everything about this shoe is just different. Very cool. Love this shoe a lot. And here we go. I guess if you want to say it, the most like sought after shoe or rare shoe or expensive shoe, if you want to call it that, in my collection. Still dead stock. Jordan 1 off-white Chicago. Not much more to say. Some people have them, most people don't. Not trying to brag or anything like that. I was just surprised I even got these. I'll show you the other one because it's worth showing both pairs. Cool shoe. Very clean. That's it. I don't have much more to say about this. Great shoe. Happy to have these three especially, but also happy to have really everything and just enjoying the whole collecting experience. So guys, that's it. If you made it to the end of the video, hit this with a giant thumbs up. Really appreciate it. I'm starting to take YouTube, a bit more serious when it comes to like some of these better videos and ones that I'm able to do. The thing that helps the most is when you guys hit me up on comments or let me know down below what you think. Like those, when I read those things, it means a lot. Good stuff, bad stuff, you can say it all. Really appreciate you guys watching the whole video. Think about subscribing if you want to, because I got a lot of other content already on the channel and new stuff coming soon. Vlogs, a lot of streetwear stuff that's going to start happening. Outfits, fashion, that kind of thing. So stay tuned. Of course, your dude Heat. Thank you for watching. Signing out. Peace.